Welcome back to Legion Builds, where I help you bring your favorite characters into games of Dungeons & Dragons. Today we're building not just a character, but a whole species of horror icons. The Xenomorph from the Alien franchise. I don't think I have to explain what a Xenomorph is, you should at least know some of it, so let's get this express elevator to hell going. Today's goals are to make a force of vicious combat and terror. That means acid, claws, teeth, and a spiked tail. Next, we need to make you fast and nimble. There's nowhere you can't reach or go. Seriously, no matter where someone is, you can get to them. Scary as hell. Finally, we need to make you undetectable and just hard to kill. You prefer ambush tactics when alone, which means you need to take damage and keep going. Today's build, we're using the Player's Handbook, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, and Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. We're using standard point array and we are multi-classing, so keep an eye on the minimums if you get to roll. Let's start things off with strength at 15. Your body is pure muscle, plain and simple. Dex will be next at 14. You did hear when I said fast, nimble, and stealthy. Yeah, all dex. Wisdom will be 13. You need this for tracking and it's a stat minimum. Con will follow with 12. You are unkillable and highly adaptable, so this is a little low for you, but we'll start ramping it up soon. Charisma will be a 10. You don't have any social skills, but that's because you kill everyone you see, so you're really intimidating. We'll be dumping intelligence because you're all instinct and we actually do have to dump something. Even before the horrible new Ridley Scott movies. Yes, I said horrible. Direct all complaints to the comment section or to my email at idon'tcare@gmail.com. Now, even before those horrible movies, I've always theorized that the Xenomorphs were actually an organically grown, artificial-like life form. So we're going to go with a race of magically altered creatures, Simic Hybrids. Place +2 into con and +1 into strength. Dark vision allows you to see in darkness up to 60 feet. Animal enhancements grant you 2 features that will change your form. Right now you only get 1, but a second at character level 5. For this, take Nimble Climber. This gives you a climbing speed equal to your walking speed. For background, grab Stealth and Perception. You're pretty simple, Violence. So we'll start with working on your basic abilities with Barbarian. Let's grab Intimidation and Survival. Level 1 Barbarians start things off with Unarmored Defense. When not wearing armor, your AC is 10 plus Dex plus Con, bringing your total AC to 14, which is okay for a level 1, but it's not great, but we'll be fixing this in a few levels. Rage begins to unleash your bestial fury. While not wearing heavy armor, as a bonus action, you can enter a rage. While raging, you can have advantage on all strength checks and saving throws. You gain resistance to bludgeoning damage, piercing damage, and slashing damage. And when making weapon attacks using your strength, you gain bonus damage. This bonus damage starts off at a +2 but will grow over time. The rage lasts for 1 minute but will end early if you are knocked unconscious or if you haven't attacked or taken damage by the end of your turn. You have 2 rages per long rest, and while raging you can't cast spells or concentrate on them, which you need to know for later. Oh no, did I just say this is Barbarian Spellcaster build? What is wrong with me? Do I even know how to play D&D? Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired of this. Newsflash, it's okay to be a Barbarian and a Spellcaster. Every time I do this, I get complaints. I know what I'm doing, trust me. If you're a Barbarian that can cast spells, just make sure those spells aren't needed in combat and don't require concentration. There are spells that you can cast outside of combat that not only will be helpful, but will carry over into combat. And if you're a spellcaster who just wants a natural AC that's high and have a lot of con, go with Barbarian. Just make sure you understand rage won't matter. Level 2 Barbarians gain Danger Sense. You now have advantage on dex saves when you see the effect that is causing the save, such as traps and spells. You must not be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated to use this feature. Reckless Attack allows you to have advantage on your first attack per turn when using strength to make the attack, but doing so makes all attacks against you at advantage until your next turn. Level 3 Barbarians now have a subclass, and we're amping up your bestial aspects with Beast Barbarians. Form a Beast gives you animal weapons such as claws, fangs, and a tail, but you can only have 1 per rage. When you enter a rage, you choose what you want to use, and these count as simple weapons that use your strength modifier. Bite causes 1d8 piercing damage on a hit, and regains hit points equal to your proficiency bonus if you are lower than half your hit points. This will not work if you're just under a few. Claws cause 1d6 slashing damage and allows you to add another attack when you attack with a single attack action, meaning right now you can attack twice with a single action. Tail causes 1d8 piercing damage on a hit, and when a creature within 10 feet of you hits you, you can use your reaction to add 1d8 to your AC by swiping your tail. All these choices work for you, so go with how you feel each time. You also gain another use of rage per long rest. Level 4 Barbarians earn our first ability score improvement. Place this into con for better health and AC. Level 5 Barbarians gain extra attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action, or 3 times when using your claws. Fast movement increases your speed when not wearing armor, bringing your walking and climbing speed to 40 feet. Your character level 5 now, which means you gain a new animal enhancement. Acid Spit lets you use your action to spit acid at a creature within 30 feet of you, forcing a dex save and causing 2d8 acid damage on a failure. You can use this a number of times equal to your con modifier per long rest. Okay, we need to jump classes for even more damage and stealth. Heading over to Ranger, you gain a new skill. Take Athletics. Level 1 Rangers start off with Deft Explorer. This will unlock several new features as you level up, starting with Canny. Now choosing one skill you're proficient with, you can now double your bonus to it. I would choose Stealth. Favored Foe may not actually help you. Let's find out. Now when you hit a target, you can mark them as your favorite foe and deal more damage to them while you maintain this. Now, listen to what I just said. You need to maintain this with concentration, as if a spell. Now, according to rules as intended, you can't use this with Rage, but rules as written says Rage only stops spells from being casted and maintained. Now, Jeremy Crawford himself has said rules as intended, it doesn't work, but your DM has final say in this. In the end, it won't actually matter as you're going to get more damage later. If you don't like this though, take Favored Enemy instead and just choose an enemy that you're really good at hunting. Either way, both features will not matter for you. Level 2 Rangers gain a fighting style. Blind Fighting gives you blind sight out to 10 feet, giving you the ability to sense invisible creatures even if you are blinded or in darkness, as long as nothing stops the sound, like total cover. You're also now a spellcaster and gain 2 spells. Remember what I said, do not take any spell that needs to be casted in battle or maintained. For those spells, Longstrider increases your total speed by 10 for 1 hour after casting without maintaining. Cure Wounds heals 1d8 plus your Wisdom modifier. Level 3 Rangers now have their subclass. Now, because a lot of Ranger subclasses grant spells that don't fit with you, there's only one that really works for you that improves Ranger: Hunter. Hunter's Prey grants you one of 3 abilities, which you choose when you hit this level. I would suggest Colossus Slayer. Now, once per turn, when you hit a creature that is below its hit point maximum, you get to deal an extra d8 of damage. You also gain Primeval Awareness. This lets you burn a spell slot to detect if certain creatures are within 1 mile of you. These creatures are aberrations, celestials, dragons, fae, fiend, and undead. Absolutely doesn't fit you, but the only other option gives you more spells that aren't for combat, but it actually doesn't work for you whatsoever. You do not talk to animals. For your new spell, Jump triples your jump distance for 1 minute. Using this spell in combat makes very little sense except to escape or catch your prey. So once more, not a combat spell. Level 4 Rangers earn another ability score improvement. Place this into con for more health and better AC. Level 6 Bestial Barbarians receive Bestial Soul. Firstly, now weapons created from Form of Beast are magical, and you can now alter your form even more. After finishing a short or long rest, you gain a new feature to use. You can give yourself a swimming speed equal to your walking speed and breathe underwater, can give yourself a climbing speed equal to your walking speed and climb difficult surfaces including upside down, or you can extend your jumps by a number of feet equal to your athletics check total. In all honesty, only climbing and jumping makes sense for you, but I'd go with climbing to grip ceilings and drop on your prey. Finally, you receive another use of rage per long rest, bringing your total up to 4. Level 7 Barbarians gain Feral Instinct. You can now have advantage on initiative rolls, and if you enter a rage, aren't incapacitated, you can't be surprised. Instinctive Pounce lets you move half your total speed when you enter a rage. You're now character level 11, meaning your acid spit damage is now 3d10. Level 8 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement. Place this into strength for better attacks. Level 9 Barbarians receive Brutal Critical. Now when you score a critical hit, you gain 1 extra dice on the damage. Your rage damage is also improved to a +3. Level 10 Barbarians now have Infectious Fury. Now when you hit a creature with your form of beast weapons, you can force a wisdom save on them. Should they fail, they suffer one effect of your choice. The creature must use its reaction to make a melee attack against one creature of your choice that you can see, or they suffer 2d12 psychic damage. I'd go with the psychic damage, as scaring the crap out of hardened fighters is really something you do anyway. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus between long rests. Level 11 Barbarians gain Relentless Rage. Now while raging, if you drop to 0, you can make a DC 10 con save. If you succeed, you drop to 1 instead. Each time you drop to 0 again, the DC increases by 5 till you take a short or long rest. Level 12 Barbarians earn another ability score improvement. Let's drop this into Dex for better AC and stealth. You also earn another rage per long rest, bringing your total up to 5. Okay, we're done with Barbarian, we're sticking with Ranger. Level 5 Rangers now have second level spells. For your spell, Pass Without Trace adds 10 to your stealth checks for up to 1 hour while you maintain this spell. This will be your only concentration spell, and using it in combat makes no sense. It's just to get close to your prey, because with this, your stealth is now plus 25. Your character level 17 now, meaning your acid spit damage is 4d10. Level 6 Rangers receive another feature from Deft Explorer, Roving. Your total speed is now 45 feet, and you have a climbing and swimming speed equal to your walking speed. If your DM is allowing you to use Favored Foe, your extra damage is now a d6. Level 7 Hunter Rangers now have Defensive Tactics. When you gain this feature, you choose an effect, and there are some good ones, so I'm letting you choose. Escape the Horde makes opportunity attacks against you at disadvantage. Multi-attack defense adds +4 to your AC against a creature that has already hit you for that turn. And Steel Will gives you advantage on saving throws against being frightened. Personally, I would go with Escape the Horde, but multi-attack defense is good as well. Your choice. For your final spell, Alarm creates a 20-foot cube within 30 feet of you for 8 hours. Should anyone pass through the cube that you have not allowed, you will automatically be alerted as long as you are within 1 mile of the cube. Wow, 5 spells, not a single one necessary in combat. I guess I do know what I'm doing. Our final level is level 8 Rangers, and you earn our final ability score improvement. Place this into Dex for better stealth and AC. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your total levels are Ranger 8, Barbarian 12. Your stats are Strength 18, Dex 18, Con 18, Intelligence 8, Wisdom 13, Charisma 10. Let's dive in. You have a great array of attacks. You can spit acid out to 30 feet, dealing 4d10 acid damage, or you have multiple beast weapons to call upon to give you different abilities. Your bite heals you, your claws give you an extra attack, and your tail adds a d8 to your AC. You're adding +7 plus a d8 to your beast weapons, and they're magical. Getting to your prey will be easy as well. Your total movement is 45 feet, and that is swimming, climbing, and walking. You can stick to surfaces, move half your movement when you enter a rage. You can add multiple bonuses to your stealth rolls, add 10 feet to your total movement, and you have a possible 54-foot long jump or 20-foot 7 high jump. To round everything out, you can heal yourself outside of combat, keep yourself from dying in combat, you have blind sight out to 10 feet, you have advantage on dex saves, and can create a safe zone to sleep in. Your AC is 18, and your total health is 217, taking the average. Downside: your soft stats are not good for saves against spells. Wisdom, Intelligence, and Charisma are used for a lot of spell saves, and your saves are +1, 0, and -1. My advice: Kill the spellcaster first. Your beast weapons are great, which creates a problem of choice. You can only choose one, and the one you choose may not benefit you in the situation you find yourself in. Finally, there's a chance one of your damage boosters will be useless, depending on how your DM rules it. Personally, I normally go for rules as intended, but favored foe I don't necessarily agree with. This is a furious build. You can get in just about anywhere, attack without warning, and lay in some serious bloody damage. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I release a new character build each week on YouTube and Spotify.